No one had Cape Verde in this story. Not really. They were supposed to enjoy the anthem, take the pictures, fight with pride, and then go home. That is usually how the World Cup treats small nations. It gives them a moment, then it gives them reality. But Cape Verde refused to leave. No wins, no big speeches, no superstar carrying the headlines. Just 3 matches, 3 draws, and one of the most unlikely knockout runs this tournament has seen. Against Spain, they were supposed to be overwhelmed. Spain had the ball, the history, the names, the control. Cape Verde had to suffer, and they did. But they never broke. 0-0. A result that looked small on the screen, but meant something much bigger. It was the first sign that this team was not here just to be part of someone else's highlight reel. Then came Uruguay, a country with World Cup history in its blood, a shirt that carries weight, a nation that knows what this tournament means. And still, Cape Verde stood there. They took the punches, they answered, they survived again. 2 games, 2 draws, still alive. And suddenly, people started paying attention. Because the beautiful thing about an underdog story is that it usually begins with doubt. Nobody believes at first. Then one result happens, then another. And before the world understands what is going on, the impossible has already started moving. The final match against Saudi Arabia was not pretty. It was tense, heavy, nervous. The kind of game where every pass feels dangerous because one mistake can send a country home. Cape Verde did not need style. They needed courage. They needed discipline. They needed 90 more minutes of belief. And when the final whistle came, the score was still 0-0. No dramatic winning goal. No perfect movie ending. Just survival. And for Cape Verde, survival was enough. They did not win a single match, but somehow they won a place in history. And if you are watching this and you believe stories like this are the real soul of the World Cup, comment Cape Verde below. Not because they are favorites, not because they are supposed to beat everybody, but because football needs teams that remind us why we fell in love with this game. And if you want more football stories like this, subscribe to the channel, because this World Cup is still writing chapters nobody saw coming. Now Cape Verde's reward is almost unfair. Argentina, the defending champions, Lionel Messi, one of the greatest players football has ever seen. On paper, this should be the end. Argentina has the stars. Argentina has the experience. Argentina has Messi. Cape Verde has something different. Freedom. They are not carrying the pressure of a giant. They are carrying the dream of a nation that was never supposed to be here. That is what makes them dangerous. Argentina has everything to lose. Cape Verde has already given its people something they will never forget. But football is cruel enough and beautiful enough to ask one more question. What if the dream is not finished? What if this small island nation, after surviving Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia, has one more impossible night left? What if they make Argentina nervous? What if they make Messi work for every touch? What if the team nobody expected becomes the team nobody can ignore? This is why the World Cup matters. Not only because of the legends, not only because of the trophies, not only because of the favorites, but because sometimes a country the world barely talked about can stand under the brightest lights and make millions of people care. Cape Verde may not win this tournament. They may not even win the next match. But they have already done something powerful. They have made their flag bigger. They have made their people louder. They have turned 3 draws into a national memory. And now they walk into the biggest match of their football lives. Against Argentina. Against Messi. Against the odds. Maybe this is where the story ends. But if it does, it will not end quietly. Because Cape Verde is no longer just a small team at the World Cup. They are the dream that refused to die.